You're watching WineNoholic for educational and entertainment purposes only. Intended for adults 21 plus.
Okay, it's been a minute. For long form, that is, outside of Cooper Hawk. Y'all ain't really seeing me. Y'all been seeing a lot of them Cooper Hawks. But I ain't been in my own damn lair. At the house. My own. Hold on, let me put this on silence before stuff get to going off. Have not been into my own space. Doing a review, WineNoholic style. But we're gonna end that today. Today, I'm going to get a little light on, a little bit light. I ain't set up in a while. As you see from last season, we ain't really got the same backdrop. This is my office. This is where I do all my editing and stuff. So I got my screens behind me, the monitors. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me get a little adjusted. Bam. Okay, yeah. So I haven't done one of these in a while. So now I'm in my own office, and I decided that I was gonna go on ahead and drop something real quick. So we got a bottle of Josh Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon. Josh. All right, so this is for Paso Robles. This is a 2022 Cab Sauvignon. If y'all know about Josh, I know about Josh. So I ain't no need to go into no deep detail about the brand. But this is one of the reserves. Now, I'm not a big fan of regular old Josh. But special Josh, they be pretty good. And I don't ever recall having a reserve cab. I ain't got the electric, and I know what I told y'all in the past. You always got to keep electric, for the home. These type of things you do for traveling. But this is for a reason. Now, I picked this. Let's see if you guys can see that. I picked this up in Kent. It didn't like it. I don't know what to tell you. The camera didn't like it. Y'all saw it. That wasn't me. The camera just said, no, I don't like that. I didn't like that. Let me see. We're going to try this again. Okay. See if y'all can see what I mean. Now I won't even focus on there. It really ain't liking that. Nope. The camera just don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell y'all. It's on autofocus, so it should have. Anyway, Magnota. It is a winery in Canada. So I was just there about a month and a half ago. I don't even think it's been a month and a half. Hell, actually, it hasn't been. It's been about a month ago. I was in Canada, went to the Toronto area. This is a winery in the area. Apparently, it must be a pretty big one because they have stores everywhere. And they have some very good wine. Now, I have done a review on one once. I just had one not too long ago that I bought over a year ago and finally opened it up. I still do have one of the older bottles, but I came back with 3 or 4 more. Why? Because I like their wine. I'm going to be honest with it. But what I did was buy this as a souvenir. Now, it wasn't meant to actually be bought as a souvenir, but I thought about it. Well, actually, I didn't. My drink mate thought about it. She came up with the idea. Yeah, so we end up getting this, and she's like, we should get these for souvenirs, because every time I go somewhere to drink, I don't never have one on hand. I seem to always get one. So I think from here on out, if I forget to take one with me, I'm going to find a souvenir one to bring home. And we're just going to use this one today to open up this bottle of Josh. Long story short, just thought I'd give you guys that. And tonight, as you can see, for all you out there who love dogs, this is still kind of on the puppy side. Now, she's almost 2 years old. Just 2 colored-eyed dog. One's blue and one's that dark brown that most dogs have that almost look black. Yes, this lovely dog here is not going to help me open the bottle, nor will she help me have a drink. But she will be my companion for the night to make sure that everything goes smooth. Okay, I gotta work now. Can you get down? Don't you do it. Can you get down? Yes. She'll probably jump back up. What just happened on my? Why do you always touch my keyboard when I put it down there? If you don't have a dog, you probably should get one. Dogs are lovely. I love dogs. I love all animals. I'm an animal lover. We'll just start off with that. I think I got this one done right. Let's see. Nope, not all the way. So I've been trying to cut these like Sauv. I think the bottom part be done right, but the top part not so much. And I'll be having this like scowl. What I mean by the top part is, well, actually I don't do the bottom part right, but you know, you cut, then they flip or whatever and cut. And then they come up, you can kind of see where I fucked up at. And then they come up. Now, when you peel it, now this one, I think the bottom part was right. Maybe. I just embarrassed myself. There. So it should really come off in one big piece. One piece. So I've been practicing on that. Not like I want to be a som, because I don't want to be a wine steward. Server, per se. I get a lot of people who be using that term and have no clue what it is. It's just like the fancy term nowadays for people who drink wine. Well, I imagine most Soms drink wine. I can't imagine, especially if you're a master Som, I don't know how you could pass the test without drinking you some wine. So I imagine that Soms love wine. But just because you drink wine don't make you a Som. If you ain't doing the job, I'm gonna be honest. This is just my opinion, so I hope I ain't gonna offend nobody out there, but just my opinion. If you are certified and you're not doing the job, stop that. I don't think that makes you a Som. I'm just gonna be honest about it. Now, reason, did y'all hear that pop? It popped almost like champagne. That's odd. It smells good too. That's odd. Stop that. And it spilled on the floor. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I gotta get this up before my dog start drinking it. All right, so now I'm back. You know, I'm gonna keep that follow off. I don't really have a need for it to follow me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sitting. It ain't like y'all can't see me. Probably should have better light though, but don't always work that way. And let me find some mute music. I don't know what y'all feel like. We're probably gonna get back to that Som conversation in a minute. Let's see. Let's try it. What's this? Okay. So, as I was saying, that might be a little too loud. Let me take it down a little bit. As I was personally saying, if you're not doing a job of a Som, I don't really consider you to be a Som. I'll be honest. They work hard for their craft, not just because they've been certified. And a lot of ones that are master Soms, I gotta imagine that they feel some kind of way because you went and got yourself a level 2 dub set and you're talking about, I'm a Som, but you ain't served the first. You ain't curated a wine list at all. You haven't managed a, we'll say 10 bottle average little neighborhood bar wine list. How the hell you a Som? You ain't dealt with attitudes. You ain't tried to talk somebody into this bottle because that bottle they asked for is out of stock. But you know something that actually go, if you even know something that actually goes well with what it is they're eating and very comparable to the one that they were originally going to order. But yet you calling yourself Soms. I had a lady tell me once that summertime, she only drinks white wine because she's that type of Som. Yeah, Som your ass on. Anyway, so for those tuning in who ain't seen me in a while, I got me a new drinking glass. I broke one of my old ones. Remember I used to use the ones that was stemless because I didn't want to spill it. Well, to all my fellow veterans. Yeah, okay. In cutting you short, you served your purpose. Okay, to the veterans out there, Air Force veterans especially, here's to you. We're gonna let that Josh sit for a second. Sorry, I've been under the weather. Just found out this morning, got an ear infection. I've been having this cold. Went to the Bahamas over the weekend. I got sick my last day and a half there. Came back still sick yesterday. Just my hearing in my left ear just kind of like went muffled. And this morning, I went into walk-in primary care and found out I have an inner ear infection. Go figure. Cool. Taste buds was messed up for a little bit. Let's hope they're back, because I really want to taste something. Now, Paso Robles. I know a lot of people, when they think of Cali, they only think of Napa or maybe even Sonoma. But Cali has a lot of different wine regions. It ain't just them two. Napa, of course, being the one that most people know about, but it's not the only one. And there are some people who would beg to differ of it even being the best. Me personally, I just like trying a bunch of wine, so I don't care. I don't get all off into that. I can care less. As long as it's good wine, I don't give a damn where it came from. I'm just going to be honest. I'm trying. This is my goal. It ain't got to be yours. You can be stuck on wherever you stuck on. I am on a mission to try wine from as many different territories as I possibly can. That is my goal. Old world, new world don't matter. But I will say I prefer old world wines better. And because I haven't done a lot of research, I prefer new world wines. It's not American. Because I don't know. I do know, but we'll get into that in another story on a whole nother episode when I'll talk about it in detail. But I will say this. I envision it as easier to get American wines than it is. And I know that ain't necessarily the case, because I know wine stores I can go to right now and you'll find way more old world wines than you will new world wine. Well, I can't even say old world. A larger selection of wines that are outside of the United States than you will that were made here in the United States. That I could say. Okay, now, for those that wonder why I do that slurping swish shit, Andre Houston Mac, that's where I got it from. I'm just gonna keep it real. That's how I learned how to taste. Sam Mac. I'm gonna start calling him that. Hopefully he'll watch one of my episodes, but Sam Mac. That's where I got that from. He's he is pretty much, in my opinion, now I don't know what anybody else think, but one of the biggest, if not one of the biggest, celebrity Psalms out right now. He's hot. I mean, he's popping up everywhere. He's doing some of everything. You know what I'm saying? And he does true Psalm. From what I understand Psalm's supposed to be, he actually does true Psalm work. So it's not just with wines. I've seen him taste some of everything from spirits, tequila, to beer. I mean, he's a taster, and he tells you how he feels. He gives you his opinion, and he actually rolls the way I do. He don't necessarily think everything should go by the book. It's subjective to your palate. Here's to you, Andre Mac. Sam Mac, I'm sorry. Sam Mac. Sam Mac. It sounds like some Mac, you know, like your old school pimp. Yo, what up? What was that right there? Oh, that's some Mac right there, man. You don't fuck with him. That's some Mac. You know that he puts it down. Okay, I'm sorry. Now remember, I'm in the weather, so I'm getting some fruit flavors in this. The tannins is there, but they're not like really strong. This is kind of mild to me for a cab. They're noticeable. The finish is smooth, but it got another taste there. So now remember, I'm gonna tell you guys. Whole left side messed up. That's inner ear infection. My nose was swollen inside. Drainage all coming down one side. And you know that your nose, ear, and throat is all connected. Not to say that you taste with your ear, but your nose and your tongue and stuff all adds to your palate. We just get that out the way. And smell wise, I have none right now. It smells musty to me. Got a grapey smell, but maybe not grapes. But it does smell kind of like a kind of musk, not musty like stink, but musky. Yeah. And plums. I don't know why I love it. You know, when you sick, you come up with some weird smell sometimes. Shit. Smarts. You know, you're like, that fart smells like a rose. Nah. I'm just saying, you know, you can't smell shit. You just, your mind starts to. Kind of reminds me of what I would imagine is stale sweet tart would taste like a piece of candy. Something supposed to be sweet and tart. I don't even remember what the hell you used to call them damn thing. But yeah, like one could be stale. Oh wow, this is crazy. You should try. If you haven't tried drinking wine when you're under the weather, try it and then think of like what you're tasting. Now the thing is for me to remember to go back to this when I'm not sick, so I can see what it really tastes like. Yeah. So now it is kind of plummy. It's probably supposed to be plummy. I want to look at the back so bad, tell you, but that would be cheating. Spices, real mild spices. I don't know what would you consider a mild spice? Maybe like paprika or something. It's like sweet paprika, something mild. Not really like something like a smoky paprika though. Now, the sad part is I'm drinking this while I'm sick, and I'm getting all these flavor notes. But when I'm not sick and I'm like 100%. Now, if I had to do this Sunday, what's Sunday? Sorry. If I had to did this on Sunday or Monday when I was like really sick, I wouldn't have been able to taste too much of anything. My taste buds would have been completely unreliable. Today, I am going to 100% say that I may not be tasting 100% what I should be tasting, but I am tasting something. You know, the other day I'm sorry, I'm over playing with this cord too. So if y'all see me moving, the other day they weren't reliable. I ain't gonna lie. So now it's so funny because the light is not enough for me to even read the back of this fully. Red fruits. Black peppercorn. So yeah, they go to spice. Not the exact same spice I was thinking of. Powerful scents. So hold on. With the texture, Cab Sauvignon. Is red fruits are backed by powerful scents of black peppercorn on the palate. It doesn't say anything else. Oh, raspberries, coffee, and vanilla. Bold tannins. So the tannins are there, but I don't know if it is a smooth finish. I will agree with that. But I'm getting an aftertaste, but I'm sure that's because I'm sick and ain't because of the wine. Because it is a smooth finish. I'm not really getting the vanilla out of this. I drink coffee. Shit, I probably drink way too much coffee. I'm keep it 100, and I'm not tasting coffee in here. I don't even smell coffee. I don't really eat raspberries. I know what it tastes like. I have had them. I would probably eat a blackberry over raspberry. I don't like the little fuzzy shit that's on blackberries and raspberries. Is it raspberry? I don't think blackberries have them. I think it's just raspberries. And then, you know, some of them sometimes be a little too seedy. Okay, so now, here's the funny thing. Because I read it, now I taste it. Y'all ever know? That's why I don't like reading the back of wine labels. Things are subjective, but your other senses plays into that. So like plating, let's take that as an example. The reason why chefs plate the way they do, because they want to entice you. You visually see the food. You smell it way before you taste it. When it comes out, like, now it's not like you wouldn't think something was good. You could probably taste something and be like, oh, that shit tastes good. Even if it wasn't visually appealing. But when you see it and it looks good, usually you already think it's going to taste good, even if it's not a full conscious thought. Sorry, it's subconscious that you're going to think that. That's why they play like that. When you read when you read the back, I swear I ain't got no cat. I don't get it. But when you read the back, and I took a speech class or two. When you read the back of a label and it's telling you what it's supposed to taste like, you may start getting those like flavor sensations just because you read the back of that, not because that's what you actually taste on your palate. And then you'll make yourself think that. Now, I'm no scientist. Is that 100% true? But we do know subliminal messaging is real. It's a motherfucker. They outlawed it in advertising because it's real. Okay, so anyway, right now, I'm feeling this. I like it. I ain't really saying much. I'm the WineNoholic, so I like wines. And I'm gonna make me a burger later. And guess what I'm gonna have with my burger? Now, I am a pescatarian, so I don't eat beef, so it will be an impossible burger. But nonetheless, it's gonna be a burger and fries, and I'm gonna have me a glass of this wine with it. I'm just gonna keep it real. I thought about smoking a cigar, but because I had to get some antibiotics, I'm probably not gonna smoke a cigar with this. But if I was, I'm gonna show y'all. I need to smoke this before it gets bad. If I was with that, I might have to go Cubano. Maybe. Or maybe I might have to even go with a nice little cheapie. But I think I would probably go with this Magnum 54 by H. Upman. Or we could go to Monte Cristo number 2 series. Oh, that smells good. Shit. Sense of smelling went that damn far. That really smells good. However, I got me a big old jar of infused sticks that I also could go with. I could pick one of them out. But I'm not. I'm going to say my big old fat bottom Gordo, for those like Fat Bottom Betty, from my understanding, that's the biggest Fat Bottom Betty there is. I might be wrong, but we saving that for New Year's. Hopefully my shit is like fully back in action by then. But yeah, so this I'm feeling it. Let me show y'all one more time. Josh Reserve Cab Sauv 2022. Paso Robles. California, that is. It don't say California, but that's where Paso Robles is. The front don't. So don't go, I thought he said California. You can turn it around. I'm sure it says it back here somewhere. But not on the front. Speaking of the back, let's see. There is one thing that I always like to tell folks, even though I'm put myself in darkness for a minute. Even though it should not be an issue when it comes to you and your wine. Okay. Because some of us want to know the alcohol content. Personally, I just like wine. Sometimes I'll look at the alcohol content, but usually I just want some good ass wine. 13.5% for those who want to know. 13.5. Now, in my military days, we wanted to know. I'm just saying. Okay, we're gonna wrap this one up. Just need to get something quick out. I hadn't done it in a while. I wanted to stay relevant, so to speak. I got a lot of shorts up. I got a lot of actual footage I need to be editing. I just needed something, you know. Christmas was the other day. Yesterday, actually. So I guess maybe I should pop this up tonight. My plan was to post it tomorrow. So you'll probably see this on the 27th. I'm sorry. I'm filming on the 26th. Yesterday was 25th. Tomorrow will be the 27th. That's when you'll probably see this. So hope you had a good holiday. Hope you have a good New Year's. Find yourself something good to drink for New Year's. If you want some bubbly, go do that. Here's a little suggestion. For those of you guys that really want something bubbly, but really ain't into bubbly, so you don't want nothing so bubbly that it's like extremely bubbly, you can always go get you a Lambrusco. It's a red wine. You can chill, and it's going to be kind of fizzy. If not, you can get you a brut. It doesn't have to be breaking the bank brut. You don't have to go get you champagne. You know, if you want to, you can. Up to you, totally. But you also got bruts, you got cavits, you got Proseccos, you know, there's other sparkling wines you can get for that New Year's Eve to New Year's celebration. Or you could actually, and I'm thinking about this myself. No, I'm not. I already know what I'm drinking because I got it in the living room already. I'm going to have me a Chianti that's been sitting. And if it ain't the Chianti, then I'm going to open up one of the Bordeaux that's been sitting. And that's going to be my New Year's ring-in. Now, for anyone else who just wants something different, and you're going with white Chablis, why not? Because I would, if I was going to get a white, I would actually get a Chablis because I would want something different. And Chardonnay in a foreign country just sounds right. But you could also get you, let's see, maybe a Shiraz. That would be nice. If I wanted something extremely special, I'm thinking Gamay. I don't know. Maybe I would go to Spain. Rioja. There are so many wines out there. What I'm getting at is there are going to be a lot of people to tell you what wine to get for New Year's. I'm going to tell you, get the wine that you want or that you ain't never had and been wanting to try. Bring in the New Year's with something new and exciting. If you don't like it, don't get it twice. So, yeah. So, look, this is WineNoholic, Martin Janot. I'm going to go ahead and in this episode, we'll get into that time frame. A lot of people don't really want to watch this long, but hey, those that do, I'm glad you stuck around. If you made it this far and you're still thinking, I don't really want to watch this long, watch it on a short, because I'm sure that some of this is going to be shorted up. So, there you have it. All right, till next time, drink responsibly. Like I always say, don't drink and drive. You might spill it. All jokes aside, 21 and over, please hit that subscribe. I know y'all been seeing the flash, but please hit that subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you know when I'm dropping something. Drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Matter of fact, why don't you tell me what you might be drinking for New Year's? Put it in the comments below. Share me with a friend or two or three. Shit, just share me. You know what I'm saying? But please drink responsibly. Nothing else. If you made it this far, that is the number one thing. Be responsible. Till next time, I'll see y'all again.